Hi, welcome to Classy Chassis UK with me, Ryan. I hope you're all doing well. Before we get onto the GT build, just a couple of things I just want to say to you guys. First one is thank you and welcome to all the new subscribers. I'm really overwhelmed. I've had quite a few subscribers since the last couple of videos. It seems the GT is quite a popular little car for you guys, so thank you. Second thing is I get all my stats off YouTube, so I know what you guys are watching me on, and a majority of you are watching on a TV. So the other day I watched myself on the big screen, and I just want to apologize to everybody. The video quality and the sound isn't the best. So because you guys have invested in me, I think it's about time I invested in a decent camera. So I'm not that technically minded. So if any of you guys know what the best camera to use for doing videos, just drop me a comment. I appreciate that. So let's get cracking with the GT. Start with the interior. So, because I'm going to restore this Mini back to how it was when it left the garage forecourt back in the day, I've got to try and salvage and keep the interior. Now, if you're a big Mini fan or you know your Minis or the GTs, they came with different style of seats. So like this one, we've got a brown interior. I've never personally seen a brown striped one on a GT before. They do like a bluey silver interior I've seen. Yeah, it's different. If I was going down the modded way, there's that many different interiors you can buy for a Mini, like the classic Clubman bucket seats, or on later models, you can have the lovely plush leather seats with the headrests, which are nice, but I don't think a different interior would benefit this car. So we'll keep it brown. So if you don't know much about Minis, they're really easy to take apart. You don't need a great big toolbox full of different specialist tools. Okay, engine parts, removal tools, they are different, but your average toolbox could strip a Mini. So door cards, you just need a posi drive screwdriver or a flathead. Unbolting the seats, an 11mm spanner or ratchet, whatever you've got. And then I know this has already come away, but the other side hasn't. Specialist tool removal, the plastic, just so you don't damage. I mean, this is damaged anyway. But like I said with the green, and as long as the material's okay, I can replace the backing. So, I can take it somewhere, but it's all glued and stapled at the back, so I should be able to have a new piece of board and do that myself, but that will be later on. That'll be why this goes to weld or in the body shop. I'll do things like that. So we'll start off with the door cards. I've wound the windows up. I've done that for a reason. I said I was going to take the doors off, but you learn when you start stripping Minis, you learn, and I learned a lot what to do and what not to do from the greening. So if I keep the doors on, when I'm sanding, I won't fill the cockpit full of dust and crap, and it'll get everywhere, because I'm not really going to take and remove the dash out of this one like I've done with the greening. It just needs the center part replacing, but it doesn't need all the dashboard out. So I don't want loads of dust getting in, and so the windscreen and the back window will have to come out, because when it goes on a jig to have the floors welded and the sills, they need the jig and it'll spin it round. But I don't really want to take the dashboard out, so hence why I'll keep the doors on until I've sanded the back part of the car. So I will start, and it is like a Meccano set. The trick is just remember how to put it back together. And if you're unsure, take pictures. It's the screws that are the most important things, because there's that many different size screws on a Mini. So it's always handy to have little bags to put them in, label them. And if you're anything like me, hopefully you've got a bit of room to store all these bits and bobs. Where's that gone? Oh. And it's dead simple engineering, you know, a little plastic thing. And they just screw on, a bit like a toilet holder. And that's your door handle to pull, or your pull handle, whatever you want to call it. So basic. You can see this door card's coming away. I haven't even unclipped it. Don't lose the screws. See, that comes away dead easy. And that's all it is at the back. It's just been glued. And then you've got the odd staples in the corners. So it shouldn't be hard, this day and age, with the tooling I've got, to use a jigsaw and cut out the holes and things like that. Replace the backing, but keep the material. Unless, I don't know. Well, we'll see. We'll have a look at that. But that's one out. Again, quickly, I've got new doors, or I've got second-hand but good doors. But again, it's so easy to take apart. I mean, this is your window winder mechanism. You've got your lock mechanism, and then you've got your pull for it and open the door. It's all posi drive screwdrivers, and it just all comes out dead easy. The glass will lift out. Really easy peasy. So that's that job out the way. Moving on to the seats. So like I said, it's an 11mm. I'm using 11mm ratchet. And it's just 4 bolts for the seat. Now, there was no carpet in this car, so that's made it easy, I suppose. And looking at it, it is only the passenger floor it's gone. So hopefully, fingers crossed, there won't be much welding on this car. But that's famous last words. You can quote me on that when I've sanded all the bodywork. No doubt there's going to be some hidden gems. At the end of the day, it's a Mini, and they weren't made to last this long. So the seat now should just, so easy. Couldn't do that with a modern car with airbags and heated seats. So that's one seat out the way. That's all I've got left of the original carpet, so I'm going to keep that as a sample. So when I do try and source a brown carpet, there you go. And underneath the back of the floor, it looks okay. It looks okay. So now you know, spare fan belt. Now you've seen me do that, I'm just going to get that side out the way and then move on to the back. The back seats are dead easy, they should just all pull out, and then I think the back panel is just screwed in. Really simple. And then I'll have to put them somewhere where they're not going to get dirty or damaged, because they haven't ripped. They're in nice condition, and then they'll clean up nice. You've just got to fall in love with the colour. You've got to trust me on this. When the car's done, hopefully it'll look okay. So I'll come round, I'll do that side, and I'll see you guys in 2. Like I said, the back seats are really easy. So the bottom comes off first, and it should be, well, it isn't, but it should be fixed on the back with these screws. So it's been off before. So that's the back seat, a bit mouldy, nothing a good clean can't do. And the back hooks on. Climb in. Oh. Okay. Dead simple. Ugh. So it's got a lip at the top, and it hooks onto this, and then it screws in via the boot. Again, nice condition, nice basic, and it's had some time, and it just looks like a harness was fitted. So some little young 17-year-old back in the late 80s put bucket seats and harnesses in. I do not know, because there's a few extra holes so they can come out. So we'll take the side trims at the back off. They should just pull off, and then that is the interior. That didn't come out. Yeah. Again, they're okay. They're in nice condition. They just slide in and tuck in and lock into place. So let's see if we can get this one out. There we go. Same again. Just a bit kinked, but nothing. Put a bit of weight on it, it'll soon go back. And that is it. We can tell it's an original black because all the inside's black, it's been painted black, so we know it's not a different coloured car. This has got the luxury. Oh, bloody hell, they haven't been open for a bit. I'm not going to force that one. Oh. Pop out windows. Again, 4 screws. We'll take the window out, take the rubber out. But we'll do all that when we've taken the paint off. So the only thing that's left is these seat belts, which I will take out. Oh, we don't need to take them out yet. So I'll bag everything up, label it all up, go put all the rest of the interior at the back of the workshop where it's not going to get dirty and dusty. And then we'll move on. So you just see me with the heat gun taking off the stripe because I want to get it all stuck to this pad. And something a bit concerning, we know there's body filler here, but it seems to go all the way here. Now I'm just hoping that the body shop have had a hole and they've like blended it and it's metal. You've just seen with the magnet it as metal, but I don't know, so I'm a bit concerned, but we'll soon find out when we use this. Now this is really abrasive, this will take it down to the metal, or if there is any metal. So there's only one way of finding out. And there's a lot of body filler. Right. And look how much dust already, and that's just that. Right, okay. It looks like it's been dented, I don't know. Okay. Let's just go for it. All this dust. No, it's not snowing. I don't understand some people, I really don't. Look what a mess I've made. I can't believe it. The body fella, so far, it's got a little crease there. A little crease. And it must be a really, really, really old damage, because surely this day and age a body shop would not smear a big blob of body filler just for a small, I mean it is minute. The dent on that one, on the green one, was bigger. So I'm gonna have to do this in stages because oh God, it's so, I can't tell you how dusty it is. Thank God for masks. Always wear a mask. I'm going to clean up, and then I'm going to have to open the door. I'm going to have to try and get this its backside out, because it's just, oh, it's just going to wreck my workshop. All for there. It's ridiculous. So I'm going to just quickly tidy up, and hopefully when I come back to you, this will be done, and it'll be metal, and then we'll be able to just look at the damage, or so-called damage, because that's ridiculous. That's nothing. So I'll come back to you in a minute when I've had a bath, washed my hair and hoovered up. I'll see you in 2 minutes. Welcome back. It's a bit more tidy, apart from here. Yeah, as you can see, it's metal. It's metal. So I don't know what the point was putting virtually half the world's body filler on 1/4 panel. I was expecting a massive big dent, but I looked inside the car, there was no dent. So you've got a little ding there, which we can sort. There's a little ding here. I will mark, when I've cleaned all the metal, we'll mark them with a marker pen so we know. Here, typical rot, but I've got loads of these panels, you know. This can be trimmed and cut and it'll cover all that, so I'm not worried about that. Instead of using that really rough disc, I'm using the heat gun. I'm doing like I did with the greening. I'm taking the paint off. So this has got quite a few layers. So it's got the metal, it's got the primer, then it's got a red primer, then a white primer, then body filler, then a yellow, I'm guessing some sort of filler, then the black. So we've got quite a few layers, but in section, that's so thick in body filler. It must have been one of them. Do a little dent and then it was domed, so we put a bit on top and we'll try and smooth it, and then that's domed, and they've gone up to this line by the looks of it, and hence why there's these little bubbles here. It's the body filler breaking through the paint. It's not rot, it's body filler cracking. There's that much of it, and with it being a black car, and well, look at this door, that's a perfect example. That's got all botches, and I was wondering about the other door, why it's parts of the paint's come off. That's the reason. I bet a majority of this Mini has got a layer of body filler. Then they've painted it, used it, washed it, done whatever, parked it up in the sun, and of course black absorbs all the heat. And that's why there's these little spots, and they look like rot holes, but they're not, it's the bloody body filler. So instead of, like I say, grinding it and making a real, I mean, that you should have seen the workshop. It was terrible. Thank God I've covered that engine rebuild and my engine up, as well as the new subframe, because it's really horrible white stuff. I can live with this stuff. I mean, this is body filler. That's body filler. You know what I mean? I've heated it up and scraped it, and it comes off. I mean, some of it's that thick. It's crazy. So it's going to take a bit longer, but you know, I've got all night. I'm here till stupid o'clock anyway. So I'll try and get this. What I'll do, I'll get this done, get it all cleaned off, and then I can show you guys, and I think we'll end the video there. And then next time you see, hopefully, fingers crossed, I've taken all the paint off. I doubt it, but we'll see, eh? We've got to do it. It's got to come off anyway because of welding work. They can't weld with body filler on. I'm waffling on. I'm sorry, I always waffle on. So I'm just going to get cracking. May as well keep you recording and put it on time lapse. Just before we get started on that, there you go. That was just from that back quarter, and that is all, and it's dead thick and deep. That's body filler. So there you go. That's what I'm up against. Okay. Right, so I don't know if you can see, but where there's still paint there, that's like a little dent. So if I just draw so we know. It's hard to see. It's like metal. So we've got that. The crease, you have to look at, you see the crease there, that line? That's all it was. All that body filler just for that. But again, hopefully you're not going to see, is it now? So. There you go. That stuffed full of paper, proper old school body shop. So that can be cut out. These holes, it looks like it had wheel arches. So we'll have them filled. It's just a couple of little dents. But again, proper body shop will sort this out. But at least we know that there's nothing untoward hiding. And we've done it properly. And then, of course, let's mark that out. So it's not that bad. Let me just put you back a man. Yeah. Thank God that's done. It took a few hours to get it like that, but I'm chuffed that we haven't found anything bad. Just a little dent and a little crease. We knew about the rust hole anyway because we could see that through the paint. So yeah, I'm chuffed with that. Hopefully I don't have any mither on the other side. I'll start stripping the back end and I'll start stripping the roof. I know the back end bottom half needs a new valance and a new boot floor, but I've still got to do round the window. So hopefully on the next video, she won't be black anymore, she'll be silver. Apart from the front, because I bought brand new wings and a brand new front panel. So it's pointless me stripping the old wings. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's only short, but you know, trust me, this took a few hours to do. And I'll see you guys on the next video. So have a good week. Take care. Be safe. Again, thank you to all the new subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed and you're watching there, just press subscribe. Because you're in for a treat, because we're going to get this looking like $1 million. And then we can show it next year, hopefully, and win some prizes. Fingers crossed. So I'll see you guys very soon in the next video. Take care.